23rd overall player. So we're looking for a few bounce backs here for the team, for CMC, and for Purdy. Who's more important, CMC or Purdy for the bounce back?
I'm gonna say Purdy because he's the quarterback. Because if CMC is great but Purdy isn't, I think you're only gonna be so good. If Purdy plays like he did his first 2 seasons, and you've got, even though they don't have a top 27 receiver according to, executives in the league, they got a good receiving core, right? And Ayuk will be eating, and maybe Pearsall or Jennings and they're going to have a good running game even without McCaffrey. I think what he could help the most is the catching the ball out of the backfield. But if Purdy's playing really well, I just think he's more important. Because if McCaffrey's playing great and Purdy struggles, then you're only going so far. But I think the question, I bet you this is what you're thinking. Can Purdy be really good if McCaffrey isn't?
You are correct.
You nailed it. Perfect take.
It's more important that Christian McCaffrey bounces back because that means Purdy will be better.
Yes.
And Purdy, they traded for Christian 2.5 years ago. They traded for him right before Purdy took over as the starter. So when Purdy was a rookie, he had Christian there the whole time. That next year, they were both MVP candidates when Christian had that historic season, scoring touchdown every game, basically all of that. And then last year, Christian was out, and Purdy regressed for the first time. Now, a little chicken and the egg, I understand that piece of it, as far as what the biggest reasoning was. But this is for this offense, for Kyle Shanahan's offense, for Purdy, it's the rare instance where the superstar running back, I think, is more predictive than the quarterback, because I don't think Purdy playing great makes Christian McCaffrey better. I think Christian McCaffrey is very simple. If he's healthy, he's awesome. You know what I mean? And so Christian McCaffrey being healthy and awesome then makes everything so much easier for Brock, because defenses will focus on him first and Purdy second. So my answer is CMC for what you said, because if he's great, I think it raises Purdy's level.
So what type?
Okay. First off, the 49ers need a bounce back, not Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy didn't play bad. Brock Purdy played good enough to consistently put his team in a position to win. The defense was just awful. I did those deep dives already, showing you the games that Brock Purdy lost, compared them to Patrick Mahomes, the stats. We've been there. Mahomes and Purdy had nearly same touchdown to interception ratio, same amount of passing yards, similar completion percentage. Brock Purdy had a higher passer rating. The difference was defense. Straight up. That's what it ends up coming down to, defense. And Brock Purdy actually got injured and missed some games. Either left the game early or didn't start at all. And so it's just we're being misleading with this question. And of course Brock Purdy will be better with a better Christian McCaffrey. Just like every quarterback in the NFL. From Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, to Jalen Hurts, to whoever quarterback you want. If you have a player like Christian McCaffrey, who's a beast in his own right, your quarterback will have an easier job and will be better if a player like Christian McCaffrey is balling out. Because why did Patrick Mahomes not put up great numbers and not look so great? People say, well, because of the injuries, because of this, and because of that. Okay, well, that's the same thing, just on the other end. It's the same conversation. It's just the other side of the coin. Whatever metaphor, expression, simile we want to use. So a conversation like this is so irritating. Is it a surprise that Lamar Jackson's offense was able to get completely wide open when they added Derrick Henry? I don't think so. And multiple things can be true. Lamar Jackson can improve Derrick Henry. Jalen Hurts can improve Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley can improve Jalen Hurts. Derrick Henry can improve Lamar, if I didn't say that already. A high-level Brock Purdy can help improve and open things up for McCaffrey, and McCaffrey playing great can help open things up for Brock Purdy. That's how these things work. That's how these things work. It's like we forgot the whole idea that football is the ultimate team sport. It's like we've just had this collective amnesia about it because we tell ourselves lies about certain players. If the 49ers had a better defense, if they had a top 5 defense in the NFL, the 49ers would have made it to the playoffs. Would have probably won the division. Like, that's not really that gigantic of a stretch. It's really not. Because it also would have fundamentally changed the way that Brock Purdy would have had to have played. But now you're giving Brock Purdy a team that had more injuries than anyone else. They had more Pro Bowlers and All-Pro players who were injured than any other team. So their team was an injury mess. And in terms of Shanahan's offense, I'm anticipating it to evolve and to be more centered around Brock Purdy and not Christian McCaffrey. I think the offense had been more centered and rooted and anchored with Christian McCaffrey. But I think Shanahan understands that that can't be the case. That cannot be the case. That you can't rely on that. And even if Christian McCaffrey comes back and is playing great, you're still going to want to strategically use him because it's all about getting into the playoffs, winning. It's not about just having a bounce back year and getting back in the playoffs. That's not what the 49ers are looking to do. It's not what Christian McCaffrey is looking to do. It's about winning a ring. It's about getting back to the NFC Championship game, getting back to the Super Bowl, and finally winning. So even if Christian McCaffrey truly is fully healthy and back to his old self, they're still going to be like, all right, we still got to be smart about this. We don't want to just lean on him just game after game after game after game. You know, the issues that he's dealing with, you know, is chronic. It's degenerative. It's wear and tear. It's not like, oh, he just got injured. Like, no, it's this stuff is cumulative on his body. That's just what he's dealing with. And that's why it's both sides of his body, and that's why I pushed back when they were kind of making fun of him, and they were like, when he had oh man, I forget what the heck it was. But they were like, oh, it somehow went to his other leg now. And it's just like, well, it's his body, man. Like, don't get me started on that. But yeah. Christian McCaffrey or Purdy bounce back more important for San Francisco? Like if you give a team around Brock Purdy, if you build a team around Brock Purdy and he's playing great, we somehow don't think that would be really important for San Francisco. Like, the quarterback now, right? Like, quarterback's the most important position, but now it's like less important for him because like it's not, you know, they don't need it as much. Like, oh gosh, man, come on, so exhausting, so exhausting. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Brock Purdy or Christian McCaffrey? What's more important for the 49ers for, you know, for I guess all three things for a bounce back? Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, 49ers. Make sense of that as you will. Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.